Hello, Year 10s. You're on that lucky path of trying to choose what you want to do, and the great news is that you all get to choose a maths course. So I'm here to help provide you with some hopefully guidance on which math course that you want to choose. And remember, I'm wearing the perfect shirt today. English is important, but math is importanter. Thank you. Anyways, as we look at our choices, we do have choices. I'm going to talk about specialist math separately in a separate video because that's actually one of your course options for those people that really love maths. But otherwise, all of you will have to choose one of 3 math courses. So there's Essential Maths, which is part of the applied syllabus, and then there's 2 general syllabus, either general mathematics or mathematical methods. And some of you will see, well, in your Year 10 courses, some of you have already been allocated to some of those classes to help provide you with some guidance on what you might select next year. In the general syllabuses, so that's for general mathematics and for mathematical methods, you will have to do a problem solving and modeling task. So this is Year 12 we're talking about. And so that's just an assignment. You've been doing assignments like that already, and that's going to be worth 20% of your mark. And then you have 2 exams that are written by the school and marked by the school, and they're worth 15% each, and they're on each of those units. And then you have an external assessment of 50% on both units 3 and 4. So the last 2 units, usually we start unit 3 in the second half or in the last term of Year 11, and we finish up actually quite early, but that gives you lots of time to prepare. Something to keep in mind though are those of you that are really reliant on your calculators, you'd probably want to pick the general mathematics course because you'll always get to use a calculator. That's a plain old scientific calculator. You don't need to get a special calculator beyond the ones you've been using in the middle school years, but you do need for methods a graphics calculator. I'll talk about mathematical methods first. So if you're looking at mathematical methods, you are looking for education and employment in the fields of natural and physical sciences. If you want to be a math teacher or a science teacher, and I would say that's probably for most sciences, because they have become really math-based, even biology, medical and health sciences, engineering and computer sciences, including electronics and software design, and there are some other things that may or may not need the math, but a lot of computer stuff is math-based. Psychology, which has a lot of data analysis, and business that has a data focus. So it depends on what kind of business work that you're looking at going into. General mathematics, so I would say actually talking about those career choices too, I would say that you should really love math if you're going to take mathematical methods, and that you should be really quite good with your algebra because it's really algebraically based. So if you haven't been going so well with the linear functions, so you know y equals mx plus c, and you're going to be doing stuff on quadratics, you know mathematical methods probably isn't the right place for you, and that stuff is all kind of assumed before you get there. So the pace is really quick. Those of you that do like math, if you're still not looking at those kinds of careers, the mathematical methods course is really highly demanding too. So you might want to think about whether you really need to take that course, just depending on what career you want to take. Of course, mathematical methods keeps your options open. General mathematics is still a challenging course. You still need your algebra skills, but it does have a lot of variety to it as well. It is a university entry-based course, and it's for students who don't need calculus for their pathway. So like engineers, they use a lot of calculus, but a lot of careers don't require calculus. They just need to have good solid math skills to do that. Essential mathematics, so that's the choice, that's the applied subject choice. So this is if you've struggled with math, you probably want to look at taking essential mathematics. Just keep in mind that it is an applied subject, and so if you're looking at doing an ATAR, you can take essential maths if you're looking at doing an ATAR, but only one applied subject can go towards that ATAR. So make sure that if you're just choosing to do essential maths, that you double check with what you are looking at doing and how you're balancing your courses if you're looking at an ATAR. In the essential maths, you do get, which is different from the general maths and the mathematical methods, you actually have 2 assignments in year 12, so there's 2 problem solving and modeling tasks. Again, very similar to what you were doing before, except now you do actually get 10 hours of class time to work on those assignments. In the other courses, it's only 3 hours of class time that you're provided, so you're given quite a bit more time to work on those assignments. You do also have an internal assessment, which is a common internal assessment. It's not written by your teacher, it is written by an external organization, but we do still mark it internally at the school. It's only an hour exam with 5 minutes perusal, so there are some simple and complex questions that you'd see sort of in your exam structures right now. So you also have another internal assessment that's written by the teacher and administered by the teacher, and they design the exam so that there's 80% that's simple familiar, 10% is complex familiar, and 10% is complex unfamiliar. So really that's your A level stuff is the complex unfamiliar, and the B level stuff is kind of your complex familiar, but it should be really attainable in getting a C. So if you're not big on maths, then the essential maths is surely the place for you. And so I'm going to leave my video there and save the specialist maths for another time. So great seeing you all. Thank you.